Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm Jacob Graneman. Let's take a look at our top stories for today. Clark County Public Health today said there were 3 additional COVID-19 cases since Monday, none of which are linked to the outbreak at the Pacific Crest Building Supply in Ridgefield. 18 employees at the cabinet-making company have tested positive since last week, 13 of whom live in Clark County. 91 employees are still waiting for test results, which is down from 112 on Monday. Yesterday, there were 32 new COVID-19 cases from over the weekend, 10 of which were connected to Pacific Crest. By the way, Firestone Pacific Foods, the Vancouver fruit packing plant where 79 employees tested positive for COVID-19, is back open now. Most of those employees have completed a mandatory 14-day quarantine, and the company has had no new cases since last week. Under Phase 2, Clark County restaurants can now welcome dine-in customers once again. At the Petra House in East Vancouver, the majority of orders have still been for takeout, but things are slowly ramping up. Phase 2 came in the middle of construction for Rocky's Pizza in Battleground, but owner Gary Livingston says they decided to jump in and get it done so they could open back up. Restaurant employees must wear face masks while working, and all menus are disposable. Dine-in service is limited to half capacity with no more than 5 people per table in Phase 2. More restaurants are exploring outdoor seating options like the Mighty Bowl in downtown Vancouver, which reopens today with a parklet outside for people to sit and eat. Betty Ray Wyant didn't need a news report to tell her Clark County was approved to move into Phase 2. Her clients wasted no time in informing her. Wyant has been a hairstylist for the past 38 years, including the last 6 at Seasons Spa and Salon in Vancouver. On Friday, when it was announced businesses like hers were allowed to reopen, she said her phone immediately began blowing up with calls and texts from clients. Wyant welcomed her first client back into a chair at her salon on Sunday, and she hasn't had any problems adjusting to the state's requirements for Phase 2. Wyant said her clients are asked to stay in their cars until they can meet her at the door. The clients have their temperature taken and sign a waiver before coming in. Her workstation is disinfected after each visitor, and extra capes and hand sanitizer is supplied. Like other self-employed Clark County residents, Wyant said the closure was heartbreaking, but that things are better now, even if they're not the same as before. The racial unrest happening across the country in the wake of the in-custody death of George Floyd last month in Minneapolis is sparking conversations at the local level. The city of Vancouver is planning a series of listening sessions aimed at letting members of the Black community voice their concerns over police use of force and inequality. City Manager Eric Holmes said Monday he is also working to set up listening sessions for city employees to share their own concerns. The city council will take time in their next meeting, which was supposed to be set aside for budget talk, to invite community members and hear from them. Vancouver police are also releasing details on how they are responding to a movement called 8 Can't Wait initiative, which proposes a series of police department reforms. You can read more about that in our full story at clarkcountytoday.com. Firefighters from Clark County Fire and Rescue helped rescue a dog from a burning home in Woodland on Sunday evening. The people who lived there weren't home at the time of the fire, but they did return after crews arrived and told firefighters that their dog was still inside. Crews found the dog in a room upstairs and brought it out to the grateful homeowners. Other than some inhaled smoke, the pup was okay. The firefighters were dispatched to the site of the fire on Marty Loop just after 7 Sunday evening and found heavy fire burning in the garage and spreading on the exterior walls. Callers told dispatchers that ammunition or fireworks were exploding in the garage. The fire-rated door between the garage and the house kept the flames from entering the living space of the house, but smoke was able to push through into the living space and caused some damage. There were no injuries, and the fire is under investigation by Clark County Fire Marshal's office. It's ceremony season for area high schools. Well, it's supposed to be anyway. Besides graduation, a lot of local high schools have been producing sports-specific award shows. Heritage High School found a fun way to have its sports award show, the ESPYs, even without a traditional ceremony. Here's Paul Valencia with more.
Happy Tuesday to you all. Hey, here's a fun story from Heritage High School. You know, a lot of schools in the area have been doing sports-specific awards ceremonies the last few years. Skyview invited me to their ceremony a few years ago. I want to say thank you again to the Storm. That was a memorable night. Hey, and now Heritage has been doing it for 4 years, but because of stay-home orders, you can't have a stage show. You can't have people coming into the school to do a big show. So Heritage instead did a half-hour broadcast, a virtual award show, and it was really well done, very funny, but also some good moments of seriousness, of good talks from Seattle Seahawks Quandre Diggs gave a shout out to the Timberwolves. And then there was an interview with broadcaster Christine Leahy, who also took a little shot at the Timberwolves. You'll have to look at the video for that. And it was just a really well done product. I mean, I just thought it was really cool that Heritage found a special way to celebrate, even though they couldn't celebrate in a regular, normal fashion. And I also got to say, Lita's dog got robbed in that bracket challenge twice.
Try it again, I guess. Hello, Timberwolves, and welcome to the 4th annual ESPYs, brought to you virtually by Events.
And much too small medical gloves and masks.
Quandre Diggs.
Hey Timberwolves family, this is Quandre Diggs from the Seattle Seahawks. Just want to say congratulations on a great year. I know things are not going normal, but at the end of the day, we push through to be better.
Okay, now we are the Heritage Timberwolves.
Oh.
So the question for you is, who wins in a fight, the Wolves or the Timberwolves?
Timberwolf. Well, that's interesting because I don't know too much about a Timberwolf. Go with the wolf because it's the original. The Timberwolf seems like a knockoff. So I got to go with the original Big Bad Wolf.
And in this corner, we have award-winning and retired Lita Meyer's dog Zoe digging in the sand.
Whoa, look at her go.
You can really tell she's been using the Volt program.
Oh, the strength stands out.
And the dog-like tenacity.
Well, she is a dog.
Yes? Yes, she is.
The current school closures didn't stop Skyview High School seniors from honoring their teachers Monday. Celebration events are underway all over Clark County as area high schools attempt to honor graduating seniors despite Washington's school closures and restrictions on social gatherings. On Monday afternoon, Skyview seniors were able to participate in the school's annual tradition of saying goodbye to their teachers in an event called the Circle of Life. The event is traditionally held inside the school, with the teachers lining up in 2 lines, giving graduating seniors an opportunity to pay their respects and offer appreciation. This year, the Circle of Life was held in the parking lot in front of the school. Teachers lined up and students were able to parade by in cars, doing their best to replicate the annual practice of honoring their teachers. Vancouver Public Schools posted a video report of Monday's event on Facebook, and we were able to share that event with you. Even as Clark County moves into phase 2 of the reopening plan, many nonprofits are continuing to have to be creative in how they approach the summer months. Journey Theater in Vancouver is no exception, having lost the ability to put on their signature musical performances for audiences across Clark County and Portland. When it comes to their large selection of theater classes, they will be continuing their online model through the summer months. With the hope of reducing Zoom call fatigue, they will be modifying the structure to better suit changing schedules of families and students. Thankfully, the organization did receive some good news recently after being nominated for 9 awards from the Portland Area Musical Theater Awards, or PAMTA. Journey's community performance of the Newsies last summer earned them the majority of the awards, from Outstanding Director to Outstanding Choreography. A surprise came, though, when 2 students from their regular student shows also received awards for Outstanding Young Performers. Learn more about the awards and their plans for the fall semester in our full story. This weekend marked the 76th anniversary of the D-Day invasion of Normandy during World War II. Last year, about this time, Clark County Today had the immense opportunity to interview a man who was there. Over the course of the last 3 days, we have released a 3-part micro-documentary series detailing the life story of World War II D-Day veteran Joseph Miners. The story begins and focuses on the day he landed on the beaches during the first wave of the assault. Chapter 2 focuses on his journey through Europe and his traumatic experiences during the Battle of the Bulge and the liberation of the Buchenwald concentration camp. Finally, in Chapter 3, we hear about his life after the war and how he overcame tragedies, even at home, through his faith. Joe, who we interviewed at the age of 95, made it to 96 before passing away in December of last year. He is remembered by his large family and many friends in Nez Perce, Idaho. We encourage you to learn more about this incredible man by watching the series. From all of us, thank you, Joe, and thank you to all veterans. Well, there's your quick check of the stories we're following at ClarkCountyToday.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. You can also send us story ideas and feedback via email to news@ClarkCountyToday.com. For all of us, I'm Jacob Granneman. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic night, and we'll see you again tomorrow.